Morning, everybody. Today I would like to start a new playlist on modal verbs. Modal verbs are auxiliary verbs, also called helping verbs, like can, will, could, would, should, must, may, might. Modal verbs add meaning to the main verb in a sentence by expressing possibility, ability, permission, or obligation. Okay? Now, modal verbs are used before the infinitive form of main verbs, without to, with the exception of ought to, but I will come back to that later. Okay? So, with the example can, you cannot say to can. The only way you can use to can is when you talk about this. Okay? This is a to can. So, don't forget, without to. Please. Let's do some phonetics. When you conjugate can, you say I can, you can, he can, they can, my father can, etc. Okay? But in a normal sentence, if it's positive, very often you will hear I can do it, you can do it, he can do it, we can do it. Okay? Now, negative sentences, be careful. There is a difference between British English and American English. In British English, you will say, I can't play the guitar. In American English, you will say, I can't play the guitar. All right? Questions, there it's just, can you help me? Can you do this for me? Etc. Now, short answers. Can you play the guitar? Yes, I can. Can you help me? Yes, I can. Not, yes, I can. Now, when and how do we use can? We use can to talk about physical and intellectual ability. Examples. I can run very fast. I can swim. I can't cook, or I can't cook in British English, okay? I can't understand, or I can't understand. Sue can play the piano. She can play the violin. She can play the guitar. She can play the triangle. She can play the drums. She can play the trumpet, the saxophone, the flute, the clarinet, the harp, the harmonica. Okay? So with instruments, you have to use the. You can play the piano. Now, for sports, don't use the. John can play football, he can play volleyball, he can play basketball, etc. Okay? Now, can you ski? Can you draw? Can you paint? Can you do card tricks? Can you sail? Can you jet ski? Can you stand on your head? My mother can speak 5 languages. You really can't speak 7 languages, can you? A cat can climb trees. An elephant can't. Birds can fly. Cats can't. I can't stop thinking about you. I can't see the point. I can't seem to motivate my students to take more initiative. Lots of people leave this job because they can't hack it. They cannot manage. So see, we use can to talk about the things that we know or that we don't know how to do. Now, the past of can is could, and couldn't. Don't pronounce the L, right? Examples. He couldn't answer my question. When I was young, I could run very fast. Before he went to America, he couldn't speak any English. Now he's fluent. I was tired last night, but I couldn't sleep. Sorry I couldn't come to the wedding. I wasn't feeling well. Dodo birds couldn't fly. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Now, for those who don't know what a dodo bird is, you can also use could for an hypothetical ability. Example, oh, I couldn't go on a quiz show. I'd be too scared. We can also use can and could for making suggestions. Can is more informal, whereas could is more formal, more polite. So let's say you're at home with your boyfriend and you're a bit bored. So you can say, we can go for a drink if you want. We can go to the cinema, or we can stay home and watch a film. We can go for a pizza. We can play cards or Scrabble. Or we can just do nothing, just relax. But with Corona, have you seen my Corona chandelier? With Corona, you can't go for a drink. You can't go to the cinema. You can't go to a restaurant. You can't do anything but be bored. You can also use can and could to describe possibility. Examples. Alcohol can cause cancer. It can be quite cold here in winter. Wild animals can be dangerous. Exercise can reduce stress. He can be very tactless sometimes. What time can you make it? Meaning, what time can you be there? Please let us know if you cannot attend the meeting. A lot of crime could be prevented. He could be the one who stole the money. Most accidents could be prevented if people drove more slowly. Use can and could, can being informal, could being more polite, to ask for permission. Examples. Can I have a look, please? Can I have your number? Can I use your bathroom? Can I use your phone? Can I use your computer? Oh, can I borrow your umbrella, please? It's too dark in here. Can I switch on the light? With could I please use your computer? Could I please use your dictionary for a second? Could I speak to the manager, please? Could I ask you a personal question? You can also use can to give permission or to forbid. Examples. You can use my car if you want. You can put all your stuff over here. You can't smoke in here. You can't cycle in the park. You can't swim in the lake. We can't wear jeans at work. Also use can and could to request, to ask people to do something. Examples. Can you pass me the salt, please? Can you please be quiet? Oh, it's dark in here. Can you switch on the light, please? Can you change $50? I'm sorry, I can't. Can you feed the cat, please? Could you please tell me where the post office is? Could you wait a moment, please? Could you stop making so much noise? Could you lock the door before you leave? If a letter comes for me, could you please forward it to this address? And did you notice that mistake? It is not, could you lock the door before you leave, but when you leave. Just checking if you were following. Also use can to offer your help. Examples. Can I do anything for you? I can carry those bags for you if you want. Can I be of any? Careful, can and could are often used with verbs of perception, like feel, hear, see, smell, taste. Examples. Can't you see I'm busy? Can you hear that noise? We can see the church from here. I can feel the baby moving inside me. I can smell chocolate. Are you making a cake? Can you see that beautiful bird in the tree? No, I can't, but I can hear it sing. Can you feel the tension in the classroom? There's going to be a fight. Ooh, I can feel the baby moving. In past situations, I could smell something burning. We had a lovely view. We could see the Eiffel Tower from our room. I was sitting at the back, so I couldn't hear very well. Careful with these sentences in French because they don't really translate. Can't you see I'm busy? In French, it's just tu vois pas que je suis occupé and not ne peux-tu pas voir. Okay, so be careful there. Okay. You can also use can't to say you are sure that something is not true. Examples in the present. That can't be Lara. She's in Spain. You can't be hungry again. You've just had lunch. They've only been here for a couple of weeks, so they can't know many people. That restaurant can't be very good. It's always empty. He always flies first class, so he can't be short of money. She's just lost her husband, so things can't be easy for her at the moment. Now, for the same situations in the past, then you have to use can't, have plus past participle, plus the third column when you study your verbs. Okay? Examples. Yesterday, he walked past me without saying hello. He can't have seen me, because if he had seen me, he would have said hello. You can't have slept through all that noise. It rained the whole time they were in Bali, so they can't have had a good time. She hasn't phoned me back yet, so she can't have got the message. I'm sure she didn't get the message. But that's more difficult, okay? Sorry, I'm not finished. Can has only two forms. Can in the present and could in the past. Could is also conditional sometimes, okay? Remember, can has no infinitive. So if you need an infinitive, then you will have to replace can with to be able to. And if you need a past participle, then you will have to use been able to. I can't fly, but I'd like to be able to fly. It is absolutely impossible to use I'd like to can. Please. That is horrible, okay? So after I'd like, you need an infinitive. Can is not an infinitive, so you have to use I'd like to be able to fly, to cook, to swim, to speak Chinese. Okay, a few more examples. Ask John. He might be able to help you. After might, you need an infinitive. I might not be able to come tomorrow. I used to be able to stand on my head. I can't do it anymore. Applicants must be able to speak English and Dutch. In the future, sorry, I won't be able to come to the meeting. After will and won't, you need an infinitive, okay? One day, I'll be able to play the piano, I hope. I'm afraid I won't be able to make it. I won't be able to come. You won't be able to resist. When the fog lifts, we'll be able to see where we are. You've put too much in your rucksack. You'll never be able to carry all of that. Present perfect. I haven't been able to sleep recently. I haven't been able to sleep recently. Conditionals. They made the wall very high so that the boys wouldn't be able to climb over it. Or so that the boys couldn't climb over it. That's good also. Okay, guys, I think I'll end this lesson here, finally. And I'll do another one on can with expressions and sayings. Okay? Bye for now.